Hello, it's Lesley Fightmaster and welcome to day 28. Today's class will be a kind of like a restorative class, but I don't have any props with me today. But you can feel free to go and grab your pillows and your blankets if you like. I'll start by sitting up tall, taking the palms together and creating an intention for our practice. Holding that intention with us today. Let's cross the other shin in front, the one you don't normally cross. And inhale, reach your arms up. And as you exhale, extend forward any amount. You can also stay up if that's too much. And then we're going to pause here. And you can put a bunch of blankets and pillows underneath your head as you're here. We'll be here for about a minute and a half. Just breathing. I know some of you have told me that these kinds of classes where we slow down and stretch are the hardest of all, and I totally understand that. We're going to exhale, walk the hands off to the right, stretching through the left side of the body a little bit deeper. I had the hardest time sticking with or doing any kind of class like this for a lot of years in my yoga practice. But it is really good for us to slow down and give our bodies some time to just relax, because we don't get to very often. Inhale, come back to center, and exhale, walk the hands to the left. Stretch out the right side of the body. And then back to center. Walk yourself back up, and we'll switch the cross. So the regular legs in front, reach up on the inhale. And exhale, extend forward any amount, or you can stay sitting up is fine. Inhale, get some length through the spine. Also feel free to pat yourself up so that you're on top of pillows, blankets, whatever you have handy. And breathing here, allow your shoulder blades to release away from your ears. Make sure you don't have any tension in your neck or your jaw. And then exhale again to walk the hands over to the right, stretching the left side of the body. Just another breath. Inhale, walk the hands to center, and exhale, walk them over to the left side. Breathing here. Try and keep your inhales and your exhales to be equal in length. And I do appreciate all of your comments from last week's restorative class that you prefer quotes during the class instead of no quotes. So I do have some ready for you today. The quotes today will be about seizing the day, carpe diem. Come on up to seated, and then sit back onto your forearms, take your legs wide, and just drop your knees from side to side, called windshield wipers. It's just a way to release the body after we've been in a position. And then we'll make our way into child's pose with the legs wide, and try and sink the hips back toward the heels. And relaxing here. I have my arms in front. I find it comfortable. You can have yours by your sides. You can have one ear down or your chin, and again, use pillows underneath your torso and your head if you like. So here's our first quote from Mahatma Gandhi. Live as if you were to die tomorrow. Learn as if you were to live forever. And just let yourself continue to sink in. Maybe relaxing in a little bit deeper if you can. See if you can just let your belly go. Stop holding it in. Just let it drop down. And then from here, we'll take the knees wide, and this one is called frog pose. You're going to try to keep your hips and your knees in line, and you'll rest down either on your chest or on some blankets, and it's a pretty deep hip opener, and I know it looks kind of silly, but it does really get into the hips pretty well, and it does look like frog legs. So you can rest your forehead down or bring a pillow by you, or one ear down or the other. Make sure if you do choose one ear or the other that you switch about halfway through, so about a minute and a half in or so you'll switch. And our quote from Mother Teresa. Yesterday is gone. Tomorrow has not yet come. We have only today. Let us begin. And as you're here breathing, again, take a moment scanning the body. See if there's any place that you might be holding onto some tension that you could release now. It's okay to let it go. Be sure to check your belly, your jaw, your neck, your hips, your shoulders, even your feet. Sometimes we walk around with tension around the neck or the shoulders, maybe in the belly, maybe in the hips. We don't even realize it because we've been holding it like that for so long or so often. So let's consciously check in and see if there's any that you can release now. Slide yourself a little bit forward to come out of this one. Extend your legs back behind you. And just lie on your belly for a moment. And then bend your knees. Take your knees wide and just rock your shins from side to side. And just kind of releasing that deep hip opener. And then we'll come up onto the knees for Anahatasana. So get your hips right above your knees here, and then allow your chest to sink down toward the floor and your head to reach toward the floor. And again, put blankets under your chest, under your head. Now, we want to make sure to keep the shoulders safe, so you don't have to hold on to anything, but be sure if you have any pain in the shoulders that you're turning your outer upper arms, your triceps down toward the floor, and your inner arms, your biceps, up toward the ceiling. If the shoulders feel fine, then just allow yourself to kind of sink in and relax. Eleanor Roosevelt said, "The purpose of life is to live it, to taste experience to the utmost, to reach out eagerly and without fear for newer and richer experience." Coming out of this one up onto the hands and knees. And then extend your right foot forward and bring your hands on the inside of the right foot and allow that knee to go out to the side and come on, roll onto the right pinky toe side of your foot if that feels comfortable. You can stay all the way up on your hands, or you can come down onto your forearms, or you can prop yourself up with a bunch of pillows and support yourself, your torso, or your arms that way. So whatever you choose though, let yourself again sink right in. If you have any sharp pain in any of these poses, just come out of them immediately. Try to re-enter the pose in a lesser degree, but if the pain still continues, then skip this one and go to the next pose. Helen Keller said, "Life is either a daring adventure or nothing at all." So we'll take that right leg back and extend the left foot forward. Hands on the inside of the left foot. Come on to your forearms, or you can stay all the way up. And again, you can roll onto the pinky toe side of the left foot. Let's make sure the knee and the toes, the second toes, turn in the same direction. Robert Frost said, "I am not a teacher, but an awakener." We'll come on up and sit down. So lean off to one side so you can sit. Lean back on your forearms and just shift the knees from side to side with your feet wide. And then we'll sit the hips between the feet, and if that doesn't work, you'll take your feet together and sit your hips right on top of your heels. So either way, either on top of the heels, or you can build up some pillows or blankets, or if you have blocks, you can use those. Either stay up or lean onto your forearms, or lie all the way back. If you lie all the way back, be sure to reach your tailbone toward the backs of your knees. I actually physically used my hands to lengthen my lower back because my lower back's a little archy. And then relax in any position, either all the way up, halfway down, or all the way down. This is Supta Virasana, lying down hero pose. It's important being here and now. There's no past and there's no future. Time is a very misleading thing. All there is ever is the now. We can gain experience from the past, but we can't relive it. And we can hope for the future, but we don't really know if there is one. So being in the now is the best place to be. George Harrison. Emily Dickinson said, "Forever is composed of nows." Come on up and take the knees again from side to side, just releasing them. And onto your back again, draw the knees into the chest. And then cross your right knee over your left knee and take your legs over to the left side looking right. And if crossing the right knee over the left knee is a little too intense, then uncross them. Just have knee on top of knee. Just a little twist. Life is what you make it. Always has been, always will be. By Eleanor Roosevelt. And then we'll come to center. Cross the left knee over the right, or not. Take the knees off to the right and look left. And settle into your twist. Close your eyes, relax. Walt Whitman said, "Happiness, not in another place, but this place. Not for another hour, but for this hour." Coming back to center. I'm going to take the knees together. The knees apart, soles of feet together. And I decided to take my Shavasana this way today, and you're welcome to join me in the same Shavasana style, or if you want to extend your legs out, let your feet flop open, arms by your sides, palms facing up in the regular way, please do that, whatever feels more comfortable. And this is one more quote today from Eve Ensler. Cherish your solitude. Take trains by yourself to places you have never been. Sleep out alone under the stars. Learn how to drive a stick shift. Go so far away that you stop being afraid of not coming back. Say no when you don't want to do something. Say yes if your instincts are strong, even if everyone around you disagrees. Decide whether you want to be liked or admired. Decide if fitting in is more important than finding out what you're doing here. Believe in kissing. Start to reawaken your body. Stretch through your arms and legs. Take a long stretch. And roll to your right side. And then slowly press yourself up to seated. Crossing at the shin, sit up tall, hands together in Anjali Mudra in front of your heart. Bring our hands to the forehead, reminding us to have clear and loving thoughts. Our hands to the heart, reminding us to have clear and loving intentions. And our hands to the mouth, reminding us to have clear and loving communications, sending this wonderful energy we created to all beings everywhere. Namaste. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, please push the like button. If it's hard for you to stay still in those poses, you are not alone. It takes some time sometimes to get comfortable there. Please share these classes, share this YogaFix90, 90 days to a healthy habit. Please donate if you can to help us continue to bring free yoga to as many people as possible. There's a link right below, and have a wonderful day. Bye.